Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm taking you with me at a car boot sale. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I love thrifting at car boot sales. I think it's one of the best ways to find vintage home decor at very decent prices, and you know that this is what I do for a living. I buy and sell vintage home decor. So last week I went to a car boot sale that it's very close to my home, so of course I couldn't miss it. I will show you some footage that I took at the car boot sale. It's not a lot, I don't think it's a lot. We'll see after I edit the videos how much it will be, and then I'll meet you back here for the haul. And then I'll have a few other things to show you, things that I bought on different occasions from charity shops and thrift shops, and I didn't have the chance to show them to you yet, so I'll show you those as well. And I also have a few little announcements to make at the end of the video, so please make sure to stay until the end. And also I will show you the things that sold from my shop during the past 2 weeks, because I didn't post them. I usually post them on Tuesday, but I didn't in the past 2 weeks, so I will show you those as well in the, let's say, the third part of the video. Without further ado, let's go thrifting, and I'll meet you back here very soon. Here I am. Let's see what we can find.
So that'll do. That's normally, I do that normally at 20 quid for a pair. I do it at 15. That'll do it 8. That one will do it at 6. 10. That one.
I said £2 each, and he said.
Sort of 50 pence a sheet or 50 pence a
Thank you.
doodah, yeah. Just gives you the two for that. Thank you.
Don't want to.
Is there more?
Yeah, they're all 50p a pair. Since I've got that, oh,
Yeah, they're all 50p.
Yeah, so we've got 2.
How much for your teapot?
A pound?
Yeah.
You're alright.
That is actually.
I think I've seen you. Have you got a YouTube
Yeah.
channel? Yes.
Nice to meet you.
You. There we go. Hey. 20p. Oh yeah.
20p.
I know. Oh God, I remember them.
Yeah, that's a bonus, I guess. No, you walk round from that way as well. Yeah. Anything you particularly like?
Because obviously they take that off, don't they, when they wear it?
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Is this a mechanical one?
I don't know. I know, so I do listen to them sometimes.
This is cool.
Yeah, you mate. I think it's automatic. I think it's automatic. Yeah. Which? Yeah, I'm just getting a bit off. If you want to, if it, I am, but obviously it's automatic, so. Yeah. All right then. All right. See you in a bit.
There you
Bye.
go.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
How much for this place?
£2.
I think she said 50%.
Just for 20 please, pal.
Pardon?
50 pence, please.
I remember selling all my old, like, you know, my Star Wars figures and all that. Oh, you know, pay worth a fortune.
Yeah.
Wait, Papa.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to put my shovel down and sit. As my mum always says, put your shovel down and sit in your hole.
pence. If you
Oh,
like that.
thank you.
I want my hangers though.
It doesn't have a saucer, does it?
No. They're just as they are.
You didn't even see it, you just jumped on them and dropped on them. It weren't so moved, went. Yeah, on the chest like that. You know, more, I don't love that, because he's with that. That's quite much alright. Sorry? They what's got it? Yeah, what's way? What, get back up and turn. Let me walk her up and she picked up. It's not that big. I got a lot of money, but I got a bit of it. He keeps asking for notes, I keep do a big pile for you and we'll half it off. That's a smaller size. Back off?
You know there's a stable.
That's 3 to 6. There's only a lot of garden at this point.
Oh, that's exciting. I wish I could do that. I get too like caught up in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lady around there just said the same. She's like, I can't do it.
Drama queen, holiday heartbreak.
Welcome back here. What did you think of that car boot sale? As I said, it's one of my favorites. It's really close to me, but it doesn't happen every weekend. It only happens like once a month or twice a month sometimes. And yeah, it's because it's not a regular car boot sale. I feel that it attracts more genuine car boot sellers, people who actually want to get rid of their stuff rather than going to all the car boot sales in the area and do this for a living. Because I think there are two categories of car boot sellers, I don't know how to call them. There's this category of people who just go occasionally when they have a lot of stuff in their homes that they want to get rid of, and they will usually have very reasonable prices. And another category is those people who do this for a living. They also have good prices compared to charity shops and antique shops and things like that. But they tend to, to know better what they're selling, if something is more valuable. Okay, let me show you what I got, and I will show them to you in random order. And I will start with this owl. It says Mexico on it, and my husband was like, are you sure that's Mexico? Well, like, what are those letters? But yeah, I saw it straight away. Only after he questioned it, I was like, yeah, you're right, the letters look a little weird, but I'm pretty sure that's Mexico there. And there are also two letters under it. I can't tell, it's FD, FO, maybe that's not even an F, I don't know. And I suppose that's the initials of the artisan, because I think this is Tonala pottery. I know that some of you guys know way more than me about Mexican pottery. This is my very first piece that I've ever sourced, so I'm just like a baby in this area. I have no idea about Mexican pottery, but I loved this owl. The colors are so beautiful. The ceramic feels so nice. It has this unglazed area and all this these little details, they feel so like in relief and they feel so nice, and it looks so well done. Look at the details on it. It's so well done. So I paid I paid £2, I think, or £1. No, I think it was £2. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was £2. And yeah, please let me know if you know more details about it. Another thing that I bought is this beautiful onyx bowl with onyx fruit. It has a pear and 2 apples. Let me see how I can show them to you. Like this. I was about to drop an apple. And one of the apples have like this glue. I don't know what's that. I guess it was cracking or something. And yeah, and they have these metal stems that look like nails. And I like the bowls. The bowl have like a couple of small chips, but I think this is like a common problem with onyx pieces. They usually have a couple of chips. Anyway, I thought it was really nice. I like the pattern, the natural pattern of the stone. It's so nice, and it was only £2, and I think these are quite desirable and they can be quite valuable, and I'm so happy with it. Let's stay in the stone area. I think this is also stone, but I'm not sure what kind of stone this is. But I loved this little cat. This one was £1. It has some sort of, I don't know what this is, to make it like smoother and not scratch the furniture. And I've only noticed at home that it has a small chip at the ear. I hope you can see it, but it's barely noticeable, and I still think it's a really nice piece. Another thing that I bought is this beautiful plant stand. I've sold this before. I know that they sell, and I paid £4 for it, and I bought it from a viewer. I don't know if she's a regular viewer or not, but she recognized me and she was like, I think I know you. And I was like, oh. And she had 2 more, but those were larger and larger. And this one was the smallest one. And I wasn't brave enough to buy the larger ones because shipping large pieces like this scares me. I don't know how much it would be, how heavy the parcel would be, and yeah, I don't know. But I was brave enough to buy this little one because I sold some in the, I don't know if it was the same exact size, but it was similar anyway. And it's missing one of those inlaid pieces there. And I don't know if I should leave it alone or I should touch it with some paint to make it, not that obvious. I don't know. What would you do? What's your advice on this? And sometimes the top part just comes off and you can fold the bottom. And sometimes they're just glued, or I don't know. I didn't try that hard to take it off because I don't want to break it or something. But it stays there. It doesn't go anywhere. So I think it's glued. I don't know if someone who had it before glued it or it just came like this from the manufacturer, but I still think it's really nice. What do you think? I also bought this fish, this glass fish, and in one of my recent videos I showed you another glass fish that I bought that reminded me of the Romanian glass fishes that people use to decorate. And one of you told me that one was actually a Romanian fish. I had no idea, but I believe you because yeah, sometimes, most of the times, you know better than me because some of you are collectors, some of you are resellers with more experience than me. So yeah, I don't know about this one though, because let me show you the other one in case you didn't see that video. It was this one. So this is a Romanian glass fish. And this one, in this shape, I've never recall seeing something like this in my childhood or after that. It just has such an unusual shape. It's so tall, it's not long like the other one, and it only has 2 fins at the back. This one has 3 of them, so it can stay upright and be used as a vase. This one obviously can't stay upright, so it's just like this. And I paid £3 for it. If you know anything about it, please let me know. I'm not sure. no, it doesn't have any chips. I didn't notice any chips on it. The mouth is like, looks a little weird, but this is how it was shaped. It doesn't feel like it's chipped. I've just listed this one the other day. I will list this one as well. The next thing that I want to show you is this little basket full of little things. So there was this lady who had like a little spot on the floor, and everything was 50p there. So this one was 50p. I know it has a sticker which says a pound, but I don't know, maybe she bought it from somewhere. This thing was also 50p. I think it's a lighter and I don't know, I don't think it works. It doesn't look like it works. And it has some sort of design. Are those boats? It's Smart Colibri. It's brass and enamel. I also bought this from her, 50p. I loved the flower, and it says Yorkshire Rose, so that's really nice. And this one with Queen Elizabeth from the Silver Jubilee, it's also very nice. And this letter opener, which has some tarnish at the top. I don't know if I can clean that, but I will try. And yeah, 50p. Another letter opener with the same problem, a lot of tarnish at the top. This is another letter opener, and another letter opener which looks like a little sword, and this one, which I think is the most beautiful one. I also bought this magnifying glass from her, also 50p. Oh, another one of these horse brushes, and this shoehorn. I had one similar, but that one was longer. And another shoehorn. I think this one is really nice. There's also this cat with this thing at the back. I didn't look on Google to see what this is for. This doesn't look like a candle holder. It's too shallow and it moves like this. Maybe it's not screwed well enough in there, but for 50p I will give it a try and I will find out what's its purpose. And this nutcracker, and the basket was also 50p, which I loved. And it also had some sort of tape and ribbons inside, and she was like 50p all included, and I will use those at Christmas. Oh, and I almost forgot about this. Oh, 2 cats on books, 50p each as well. I have one of these in my shop, but I sold some of them before and I know that they can sell. So I haven't seen one with only 1 book. It's usually 2 books like this, but I think it would look nice on a bookshelf or I don't know, anywhere really. Another thing that I bought is this teapot made of brass with enamel, but it's not that sort of shiny enamel. I hope you can see, it's a bit matte. So I don't know, I thought it was really pretty, and I paid £1 for it. Oh, and I bought this one also from the same person who recognized me. From another seller I bought these 3 plates, or should I call them platters. They are all with the same pattern and they were made by Grindley, and I paid £2 for the 3 of them. I also bought these 2 little pictures from a lady. They are made on ceramic, and they have this velvety thing here and beautiful square frames. And this is a blue tit, and this looks like a robin, but no, it's not a robin. I don't know what this bird is. Please let me know if you know. But I thought they make a really nice pair, and I paid £2 for each, so £4 for these. And from the same lady I bought this brass vase, and this one was £1. It needs some shining. I also bought these 2 jam jars, I suppose I can call them jam jars, and they have little spoons. I don't know if this is how they originally came when they were first bought, or they were added afterwards, but I thought they were adorable. This one has oranges and this one has blackberries, as you can see. They were £1 each, and I think they are adorable. Another thing that I bought is this little painting on board, and I only bought it because, well, it caught my eye. Look at this sky and the water, but it's not signed or anything. I don't even know how old this is, but when I just touched it and looked at it, the lady said, just that will be just 20p, and of course I had to buy it. I think you would have done the same, wouldn't you? I also bought these two brooches. I saw that you guys like the brooches that I usually buy, so now I have more courage to just buy more. This one is just a little petite point. I think this kind of embroidery is called petite point, and it has this little rose and this beautiful edge. It's small like this. And this one, I just liked the wreath shape on it, and I didn't know if it was valuable or not. I'm still not sure that it's valuable, but it has a mark on the bottom, and the mark says let me see, Bond Boyd Sterling. So I looked it up on Google, and this company makes nice quality jewelry. I'm not sure if they still exist, and they usually make silver jewelry, but this one, as you can see, has this gold color, and I found that they did some gold washed jewelry. So this may be, oh, I dropped it. This may be gold washed silver. I don't know how I can test it to see if it's really silver and it's not just some sort of alloy. Please let me know if you have any tips for finding out if some metal is silver. But yeah, I paid £1.50 for both of them. So let's say this one was £1 and this one was 50p. I thought that was an amazing deal because I sell brooches usually for 18 to 20 pounds, but I think I'll price this one higher, and maybe this one too because it's handmade. So I don't know, I will see. From a different seller, I bought these two books. I don't know if I can call them books. This is not really a book. It's more like a portfolio, more like a folder. And this one may be a book. It has these music sheets in it. And I don't know anything about music, but I like this kind of paper. It's nice to decorate with. It's nice in flat lace. It's nice even to use as wrapping paper for small gifts. I think it was only 50p, and this one was 50p as well. And this one is about a painter, a French painter called Edouard Manet. That's how it's pronounced apparently in French. And it has actually prints of him. Some of them fell, but I think they're really nice quality. So they are not, you know, connected together. I think they used to, and they came apart. There's a little information on the first page, and then there's information about each one of these prints. And yeah, so the prints look like this. There's this paper, and the print is like this. So you can frame it as it is, and this looks like a mat, or you can only print. You can only frame the print, you know, if your frame is this size. I don't know. The quality, I don't know. They are not, you know, that thick, glossy paper, but I think they are really nice, really good. And some of them are really, really nice. I like the floral one. And let me see what else. I also like this portrait. This one is called, so under it there's information about the name, when it was painted. So this one is called Boy with Cherries, and it was painted around 1858. And I think it also says where the painting is now, the original one. So this one is at National Gallery of Art in Washington, DC. So for these two books, I paid £1.50 each. I thought that was a really good deal, especially for this one, because there's so much potential in these prints. But this one is really nice as well. Another thing that I bought is this little, I don't know if I can call it a vase. It's just a little, like a decorative little vase made of onyx and this metal. I don't know what this metal is. I think it's just some common alloy, and I paid £1 for it. I loved the shape of it, and I think these are worth about £20 to £25, something like this. So it's quite small, easy to ship. And I only have a few more things to show you from this car boot sale. I bought them all from the same person. So they were, this one and this one are cranberry glass, and I'm fascinated with cranberry glass because they used colloidal gold to make it, to get this color, and it was quite expensive, obviously, to make. Now I don't know if these pieces were made in the same manner, if whoever made them used those gold salts to make them, because I know that after a while they discovered different ways to get this color. But I think they are antique from the Victorian era, and you can tell with these pieces they have this thing on the bottom which looks like a huge chip, but it's part of the manufacturing. So if the bottom is completely smooth, that's a more modern piece. If it looks like this, it's old. And I like these pieces. I have two other pieces that I bought at an auction. I didn't put them for sale yet because I don't know, I like them. But I think I will eventually sell them. This beautiful box was also £2, and it must be one of my favorite finds of the day. It's so beautiful and unique. It's made of bone. I think it's camel bone or something like this, and it has this brass inlay and this brass not locking mechanism. It's just this thing which looks like an owl. And yeah, this is the bottom of it, and the interior has this fluffy fabric. And yeah, this one, as I said, was £2 as well, and these were £2 each as well. Black Jasperware by Wedgwood. I don't think I've had anything in black Jasperware, just some clocks. I think I like this squarish shape more than the other one. I like this beautiful foliage, and this one looks like this. This one also has some sort of wreath going on, and the pattern, this design is on all sides. It's a different one on each side and on the lid. And from the same seller, I also bought this beautiful cloisonné box. It's so beautifully made, and it has some beads inside, but I won't sell those, obviously. And this one was £2 as well. And this beautiful dish, it's also cloisonné. It has a parrot and another parrot here. This one was £1. And this egg cup which was also £1, and I bought it because I have another egg cup with blue and white, way different than this, but I was thinking to make like a mismatched set, but I sourced that one I think a year ago, and now I only found the second one, so I think it will take me years to make like a set of 4 maybe. But yeah, I thought that would be nice, a nice set of mismatched blue and white egg cups. And I think this is everything that I bought from the car boot sale. I hope I'm not forgetting about something, because sometimes I come home and I start taking pictures or cleaning them, and I don't keep them all together anymore, and then when I have to gather them all for the video, sometimes I forget things. But as I said, I have a few more things that I want to show you that I bought from different places, and one of them is this beautiful statue. I think it's made of alabaster. It has this engraving on the back, Knossos, something like that. So I think this is a location in Greece. because I had another statue which had the same thing on the back. This statue is called the Three Graces, and I sold the larger one before, and I saw this in a charity shop last week. I didn't buy it, I don't know why. And then I made a reel about the things that I found at that charity shop, and I was wondering while I was making the reel, why didn't I buy this? So I went back for it and I found it. Luckily it was still there. And when I went for it, back for it, they also had this brass cat. And this one was £4 and the other one was £1. From a different charity shop, I bought these two beautiful pieces. They were sold as a set. Look at this beautiful tray. Look at this beautiful details on the handles and the embroidery and that lace trapped in the glass. Oh my goodness, look at the little legs. It's just so beautiful. They were sold as a set for £10, but I thought it was worth it. And they are hand embroidered. And when I showed you a few videos ago a set that I bought from a yard sale event, it was a vanity set with a hairbrush and a mirror and another smaller brush. And I was telling you about how much I love these hand embroidered things, that, you know, I'm amazed by how people made those beautiful things. And yeah, then I found out when I was taking pictures to list them on the website, but that those were actually printed. But they looked so real. They looked like real embroidery. Those were printed, but this one are definitely embroidered. I can see the stitches, I can see everything. And then from one of my favorite antique centers, I bought this little set of 3 cherubs. They can be put on a wall, and I think they are so adorable. I sold something similar in the past. I paid £10 for the set, but I know that they can sell for about £40, so that's why I bought them. And I like sets like this, like the birds that I showed you before. Well, that was a pair, not a set of 3, but I like little things like this that can be grouped together on the wall. And from the same antique center, I bought this lovely box with this beautiful blue and white ceramic piece on the lid. And I don't know what you can store in this, but because it's quite unusual to be this tall, you know, usually trinket boxes are shorter, but yeah, I liked it. And this one was £5, and I only bought these 2 pieces from that antique shop on that day because I was in a rush. And then from another antique center, I bought these 2 pieces. One of them is this lovely thing. I think it can be used as a soap dish, but I think it was originally designed to put one of those floral sponges, you know, that those green things that you put the flowers in. This one was £2. Look how beautiful she is. Beautiful details. I can't believe that this one was only £2 at the antique center. And this little brooch was £4. I don't know, are those snowdrops? I think they are. It's so artistic. And I think it looks like ceramic, but it's so thin, and then it's glued on top of something else. I thought it was wood, but I don't think it is. I don't know, I thought it was so special. So this was everything that I wanted to show you today. It was quite a large haul, wasn't it? And so diverse, a lot of nice things. I'm really happy with what I found lately. And now let me show you what sold from my shop last week. And then I'll come back here with the little announcement that I mentioned earlier. So the first thing that sold this week is this lovely dish made by Wedgwood. It's part of Sarah's Garden collection. It was part of an auction bundle, so it came to, I don't know, £1 or £2, and it sold for £18, and it's going to a repeat buyer here in the UK. Then we have this beautiful jug made by Pool Pottery, and this one was part of the same auction bundle as that little plate there, so it came to about £1 or £2 as well, and it sold for £40, and it's also going to a buyer in the UK. And then someone purchased this little adorable door stopper in the shape of a duck. It's made of cast iron, and I bought it from a car boot sale, and I paid £1 for it, and it sold for £18. And the same buyer also purchased this little cross stitch sign which says welcome there and handmade with love. I bought this a long time ago. I don't even remember how much it was, but I bought it from a car boot sale. I think it was 50p or £1, and it sold for £20. And these two items are going to another buyer here in the UK. Another thing that sold is this beautiful plate with a robin and rose hips and this beautiful um, raised details on the border. I bought this from a car boot sale and it was £2 if I remember correctly, and it sold for £20 and it's going to one of my regular buyers here in the UK. And then someone bought these pieces. One of them is this beautiful Christmas mug. I bought this from a car boot sale. I paid 50p for it and it sold for £13. Another thing in this order is this lovely cat box. It opens like this. I bought this from a charity shop and I think it was £1. I can't remember for sure. It sold for £13 as well. This beautiful rose bowl, I bought this one from a car boot sale. I paid £1 for it and it sold for £20. Same with this leaf plate. I bought it from a car boot sale. It was £1 and it sold for £20. Then this beautiful brass paper clip. I bought this from an antique shop and it was £3 and it sold for £20. This brass stamp box I bought from a car boot sale. It was 20p, not 20p, 50p, and it sold for £20. This beautiful brass bird with birdhouse. I bought this one from an antique shop and I think, if I remember correctly, I think I paid £12 for it. So I paid up for it, but it sold for £35. This original oil pastel picture, I bought this from an auction. It was part of a bundle. It's like a full portfolio of similar pieces. And I think it came to under £2 each piece, and it sold for £25. And these are all going to a repeat buyer in the United States, Florida. Another thing that sold is this beautiful sandwich tray. It's made by Villeroy and Boch and it was part of an auction bundle. So I think it came to about £2 or a little less than that. And it sold for £30 and it's going here in the UK. We also have these pieces. One of them is this Blue Delft cow creamer. It has its little bell inside there. I bought this from a car boot sale. I paid £1 for it and it sold for £20. This little brooch in the shape of a horse. This one I bought from a car boot sale and it was £2 and it sold for £18. This beautiful butter dish with this lovely cow on the lid. This was part of an auction bundle and I think it came to about £2 or a little less than that, and it sold for £30. This set of salt and pepper shakers in the shape of little eggs. I bought this from a charity shop and I think I paid £4 for this set and it sold for £25. And this pair of brass bunnies, I bought them from a car boot sale and I paid £3 for the pair and they sold for £32. And these are all going to a regular buyer in Romania. Another thing that sold is this antique brass German vase. I can't remember for sure, but I think I bought this one from a car boot sale and I paid £1 for it and it sold for £20 and it's going here in the UK. Then we have this set of cup and saucer by Royal Albert with the chrysanthemum pattern. And I bought this from a yard sale event. I paid £1.50 for it and it sold for £25 and it's going here in the UK. Someone else bought these two pieces. One of them is this lovely original painting by me. This one sold for £100 and I can only say how much I paid for the frame. The frame was part of an auction bundle and it came to about a little under £8. And this stunning Florentine tray, I bought this from an antique shop and I think I paid £8 for it, something like that, and it sold for £42. And they are both going to the United States, Florida. But then we have this pair of blue and white plates by Churchill. I bought them from a charity shop. They were 20p each and they sold for £20 as a set, and they are going here in the UK. Another thing that sold is this pair of Italian brass frames with these printed silk pictures. I bought them from a yard sale event. They were £2 each and they sold for £50 as a pair, and they are going here in the UK. Another order was for these pieces. One of them is this beautiful book about trees and shrubs. I bought this from a charity shop and it was £1 and it sold for £20. Then we have this set of 6 mini decanters. They are made of, some of them are made of crystals, some of them are made of glass. I can't remember, I can't even remember where I bought them from. Maybe an auction bundle, or maybe I got them for free. I don't know. They sold for £30. Let me check. £35 for the set. And this magazine holder made of wood and brass. I bought this from a charity shop and it was £3 and it sold for £38. And these are going to a repeat buyer here in the UK. Then someone bought these 2 plates. One of them is called the Dairy. They are all part of the Bramley Hedge collection, and I bought them from an auction and they came to about £2 each, and they sold for £25 each, these larger ones. So we have the Summer and the Dairy that went to a buyer in the United States, Virginia. Then we have this little winter one. It sold for £20 and is going to a repeat buyer here in the UK. And then we have these ones. This one is called Crab Apple Cottage. It sold for 25. Old Oak Palace sold for 25. The store stamp sold for 25, and the same buyer also bought this toast rack. This was part of an auction bundle. It came to, I don't know, £1-2, I can't remember, and it sold for £32. And these are all going to a regular buyer in the United States, Florida. And last but not least, we have this lovely planter that I bought from a car boot sale. I think it was £1 and it sold for £15 because it has some faults and it's going to Ireland. So that was everything that sold from my shop over the past 2 weeks. So it was the week before Easter and a week after Easter. Now to get to the announcements. One of them is that next week is my birthday and every year I run a sale on my website on my birthday. I thought that because this week is my birthday is on a Wednesday, I thought that I would start with the sale on the weekend, so it should start on Saturday. If you're watching this Friday, it should start tomorrow and it will go on for 5 days until Wednesday. So it will be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I haven't decided yet if it will be 20% off or 25% off, but I think if I go with 25, anything that would normally cost, let's say £40, it will be 30. So I think that's a good deal. If something is £100, you could get it for 75. I think that's a big chunk. I hope it will help if you spotted something on my shop, in my shop, that you thought that it was a little too expensive. I think now it will be easier for you to buy it if you want. So if you will go on my website, you won't see this sale because my shop is on Shopify and then they don't have any way for us to show both prices, like the old and the new prices. When we run a sale, you have to go on each listing and do it manually, and I can't do that without taking me ages because I have over 300 listings in my shop. So I will do it in the settings. It won't show on the main page, but when you go to the checkout, it will apply. And another thing about this sale, I won't include the things that I will list this week because I don't know, I want to give them, they are too fresh and I want to give them a chance to sell at full price. And this year I'm also planning another surprise for you on my birthday. I will announce this one on the day, so keep an eye on my Instagram stories because that's where I will announce it. Or maybe I'll do a post as well on my grid. I'm really excited about this and I hope you will like it. And another thing that I wanted to announce is that I won't post 2 videos per week anymore. I will continue posting the Friday videos, and I will stop posting a video on Tuesday because it's just too much. I thought I could do it when I started doing 2 videos per week. When I first started on YouTube, my main focus, my main goal was to connect with my Instagram audience because I didn't think that people would find me on YouTube. I know how hard it is to grow on YouTube. and I thought that it would be mainly people that already follow me on Instagram, because I shared my links towards my YouTube channel and things like that. But now I know that there are a lot of you who only watch me on YouTube and that are not on Instagram, and this blows my mind. But that's another thing. So yeah, the main idea was to make longer videos, because on Instagram you can't really connect on a deeper level. The videos have to be short. I don't talk that much. I use that trendy music when I make a reel. So that's what I had in mind when I created this channel. But then after I got monetized, it kind of opened my eyes that I could grow this channel and I could earn from YouTube and I could make more videos and I could gain more subscribers. Then my channel kind of drifted away from what it was created for, from what the main goal was. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go back to origins. When I started making all this content, extra content for YouTube, I started ignoring other tasks, because I can only do so much. And yeah, instead of taking pictures of the stock of the death pile, I have piles and piles of things that I have never listed because I never have time. Well, because I didn't prioritize correctly. So yeah, my business is about selling vintage, not about content creating. Even though this is an important part of my business as well, this YouTube channel, I love it, but it's taking too much of my time. And yeah, I have to focus more on listing my vintage finds, on sourcing, and rather than just making content for YouTube. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you understand my reasons, although I think I wasn't that coherent. My thoughts are all over the place. And yeah, I hope you will still be here and watch my videos. I will still show you the things that sold, but I will include them in this Friday video, and I will try to provide more value in my videos rather than make more videos and shorter. I will make maybe longer videos. So these were my little announcements. Thanks for waiting until the end to hear them. I don't know if the fact that I won't post twice a day will really matter to you, but maybe you find exciting the news about the sale and the little surprise that I will have on my birthday. Please let me know in the comments which one of my finds was your favorite. It can be a car boot sale find or a charity shop or an antique shop find, because I think they are all really beautiful. I really like the embroidered pieces. These ones, they're just so beautiful. And from the car boot sale, I really like this bowl with fruit and this little box. I think they're so special. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, and also let me know if you spotted something that you would have bought at that car boot sale, because it happened many times that you told me in the comments, you should have bought that thing was valuable, and that and that and that. Usually you spot things that I don't, because I think that sometimes I only see things that I'm familiar with, things that I sold before or that I saw at other sellers and maybe they were on my wish list. I don't know. But sometimes I'm just blind to other category of things. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I'm so close to 3,000 subscribers, not followers, subscribers here on YouTube, and I would really wish that I reached that number by my birthday. So I think I only need, at the time I'm filming this video, about 20 subscribers. And I know a lot of you watch my videos regularly, but you never subscribed, and it's no big deal. It's just like following someone on Instagram or like liking a page on Facebook. So you're not paying for anything. You just press a button and that's it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye!